My work is easy because I use ClickUp.
The moment is nearly here. It is time to rise. Look at these two in the land of fire. Final corner of the racetrack. Look at this scene. The TopFan scene are roaring him home. The Dutch driver will retain his crown.
Okay, it has been a while, but we are back. That is broken there. Let's see. I need, of course, it's breaking. Okay, now it works. Okay, we do have a slight risk today. We did actually have a PDS tornado warning over here earlier today. Near Dodgeville, there was a tornado confirmed on the ground, and then also over here near Prairie du Sac, there was also a reported tornado on the ground. So it was really, as long as it didn't lift, it was on the ground for all the way through here, if not a little bit further. But that has now died down. No more tornadic stuff there. There was also a tornado warning up here, just kind of in this mix of storms, but you know, those are just quick. There was also a this storm, no, not this storm. This storm, it was down here, and it was actually tornadic going north of Janesville, but now it is no longer tornadic. And now we only have severe thunderstorm warnings for the time being. We do have a large tornado watch throughout Wisconsin, as well as a severe thunderstorm watch in northern Illinois and northwestern Indiana as well. We are currently keeping an eye on this storm near Green Bay here to possibly become tornadic here. Nothing yet, but this is a storm that we want to keep an eye on. It is going outside of the tornado watch, so that could be a concern down the road. It's like we also have some rotation here near Adams. Apparently there's most likely a tornado on the ground right here. So something to keep an eye on if you know anyone there. It is not warned, so let them know. We do have severe thunderstorm warnings down here in Illinois. This one for 60-mile-per-hour winds is going to be going into DeKalb and Sycamore. Sycamore. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully that's right. As well as also 60-mile-per-hour winds heading towards Earlville and Ottawa here in Illinois, as well as Tonica. We've got a long line of storms. I mean, these storms stretch all the way from down here, all the way up, like this, if not a bit different. Yeah, that was pretty close, actually. Really, most of this is going to be happening now to 8 o'clock tonight, so we still got a long ways to go on this. But we also have a flash flood warning here in north of Detroit here, as well as rainfall warnings here in Canada here as well. I did just get a special marine warning here. Got some storms that are going to be heading towards Cape Coral here over the next bit. Also, we've got some tropics over here. It hasn't formed yet, but it's going to be really causing a lot of flooding here in the New Orleans area. So, definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye on there. Also, interestingly, look at this. We actually had a brief tornado near Seymour, Indiana, an EFU tornado with a path length of 0.17 miles and a path width of 10 yards began here south of Seymour here. So that's pretty interesting. Currently, our tornado watch does go until 6. So we are going to have tornadoes possible here in southern and central Wisconsin. It's going to be including Sheboygan, Oshkosh, Appleton, Green Bay, Madison, as well as Milwaukee. And we also have a severe thunderstorm watch here in Illinois and Indiana. Currently, right now, if I turn all this stuff off real quick, at least pretty close to all of it, we do have a slight risk in Wyoming, Colorado, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois, as well as Michigan here. And we have a 5% tornado risk through Wisconsin and Illinois here. Also, on top of that, we have a wind risk in Colorado, as well as Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, and Michigan. And then we have a 15% hail risk in Wyoming, Colorado, and Nebraska. So that's a little bit of what we have going on today. This discrete cell here near Green Bay is actually starting to latch on to the boundary. So we're really going to have to monitor this storm very closely as it goes into a very populated area north of Green Bay here. Uh, if this does latch on to that outflow boundary, or not outflow, onto the, if it does hook, I literally can't talk. That's great. If this does latch on, then this could, actually it's moving more this way, but it would pose a tornado threat towards Suamico, as well as Pulaski. It's hard to say names. We do have a new special weather statement here. South of Beloit, Wisconsin, north of Rockford, as well as Loves Park. This is warned for 40-mile-per-hour winds and funnel clouds being possible. Yes, for Jay, warnings can be issued in Puerto Rico. They always have been. Puerto Rico almost always has rain. Gotta say that. But yeah, Puerto Rico uh, can get any warning. Like, they can get tornado warnings, they can get hurricane warnings, of course. They can get severe thunderstorm warnings, flood warnings. They can get anything. Just like anything else. It's kind of like Guam. Guam can get anything as well. Down over here. Which their radar is actually down right now. Or no. Is this Guam? I don't know. No, this is not Guam. I don't know. It's one of them. I don't really know my countries. Alright, we have a new tornado warning. Brand new tornado warning. It's going to be on this storm here. It's going to be on this storm here. So, brand new tornado warning.
A new tornado warning
It is
has
a
been
discrete
issued.
tornado, or it is a discrete cell, so this could definitely decide to produce something here. So we're really gonna have to pay close attention. North is gonna be heading towards Lake Mills, Deerfield, and long term it's gonna be heading towards Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, north of Fort Atkinson. For the Atlantic area, with tropical waves going cyclonically, I don't honestly. I'm guessing they're normally anticyclonic. That's why you're saying that. I think they really do not have the opportunity to. Really, if, for example, if they are, let's say, equator's about right here, something like that. Actually, it's a bit more south, but that's good enough, right? It's really going to be cyclonic is on this side and anticyclonic on this side. So it really depends on where you are uh, in terms of. That's not true, actually, though. Honestly, I don't really know that. I don't really know how to answer that. I don't really know much about hurricanes enough. I really need to learn more about it. The area has a 40% chance of cyclonic development and will be called Tropical Storm Dexter, but we want to know why it doesn't have the circulation center that would be favorable for its development. I'm guessing you're talking about the one near in the Gulf right now. For some reason, I don't have that on. Um, yeah, so you're talking about this. Really, it's about if we go on to here, we'll do this. So if we were to go on to weather-wise, it's not letting me. Here, I can fix that real quick. If you, there we go. Okay, so on weather-wise, you can see the satellite imagery of down here. Really, what we're watching is in this area right here, and it's not, we aren't quite favorable enough to get too much. But this is expected to end up crashing into the Louisiana and causing a large flood threat for the Louisiana-Mississippi area. So we are going to keep an eye on that. I do think it's going to do something, but it's not going to be that much. Everyone says a tropical wave could form, which has the potential to develop in a very weak low pressure, but the Atlantic area by June 28th. 4 miles. I do think it will form, really. Are you talking about you must be talking about somewhere else. I don't really know. I've really been focusing on this, but if you are talking about this, I do think I do think it's gonna end up forming and posing a significant flood threat. All right, back to our tornado warning. For our tornado warning currently, we got a nice hook on this, really. So I do think this is really gonna have a chance to do something here. So we're really gonna have to keep a good eye on this as it heads towards Lake Mills, Johnson Creek, and long-term Oconomowoc. It is frozen, isn't it? I didn't notice that. Thank you, Redbird. Need to find what it is. Okay, there we go. Thank you. I didn't notice. Thank you. Gosh, do I love Google Translate. I don't really know if it's gonna reach tropical storm level down near Louisiana. I think it, honestly, I think it'll reach tropical depression. I don't really, it's really iffy on um, if it'll get to tropical storm. Really, why they don't have warnings for it right now is because simply there isn't a tropical storm yet. It hasn't reached tropical storm level yet. Is basically why. So, to answer your question, that is why. Hmm. I mean, I don't think there'll be storm surge really from this storm. I mean, yeah, there'll be flooding, but I don't think we're really. I think it's really just going to be from rainfall. I don't think we're really going to get any sort of storm surge on that area down near Louisiana that we're watching. I think really, if there's going to be flood, I don't think it's going to get strong enough to be able to become. Uh, I don't think it'll become a tropical storm or anything like that. I don't think there'll be enough storm surge. I think really that flooding is going to be from all the rainfall that it is going to bring to that area down south. Yeah, I do think the tropics can become active here soon. I haven't really been paying too much attention to that lately. But I do think this sort of area is going to start getting pretty um, active here pretty soon. Latest scan still has strong, or not strong, broad rotation near Deerfield. It's going to be heading towards Lake Mills and Johnson Creek as well as Jefferson. So if you're in this one and get any safe place, tornado shelter, whatever you've got, as this is going to try and drop a tornado as it heads over towards Johnson Creek. Long term too, this is going to be heading towards Watertown and Oconomowoc. Yeah, with heat warnings, I mean it's the same thing as the United States. I mean, it's all National Weather Service stuff. Um, it's all gonna be like heat warnings. We have that in the States as well. I mean, it's all the same system. All right, as of 3 minutes ago, we do have a report of a funnel cloud south of Deerfield here, which this is really starting to clear out now. I was just muted. That's wonderful. As I was talking about, western half of Puerto Rico has plenty of storms. Eastern half, they're really dying off as they reach the coast. Um, but as I was talking about up here, we do have some broad rotation near Baraboo and the Wisconsin Dells here, so something to keep in mind. Can't believe I just did that. I love it when I forget to unmute. It's great. Okay, let's check out these. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds. It's going to be heading towards Joliet, Illinois, as well as Sandwich, Oswego, and Shanahan in Illinois. So be ready for some possible damaging winds heading your way. Heading towards Joliet in Illinois. Yeah, for Puerto Rico, I haven't really. We don't really pay attention to Puerto Rico too much. Um, Greatest concern right now to focus on is really going to be in Wisconsin here. Actually, interestingly, we have a kind of a second hook forming here. So we kind of have two hooks right now near Lake Mills. And I could be wrong on that, but currently we're watching this right now. It's going to be heading straight into Lake Mills. It'll be heading towards Watertown, northwest of Oconomowoc. Did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning right now. South of Bloomington here for 60-mile-per-hour winds. This will be for Lincoln, Petersburg, Mason City. It'll be heading towards Clinton and Empire. And currently Randolph is in the warning in Illinois for 60-mile-per-hour winds. No, of course they'll have tornado warnings in Puerto Rico, but the chance of that are so low that it's not going to happen. Don't even worry about it. There's not going to be any sort of tornado in Puerto Rico. You can trust me on that one. Apparently there is a large lowering on this, so we're going to have to pay attention really closely as this heads into the city of Lake Mills here, as well as Hooper's Mill. Sorry, that was an alert for tornado watch. Tornado watch alerts for me. Flood warnings in Puerto Rico. Currently, there are 0 flood warnings for Puerto Rico. Actually, that's not true. I don't have flood warnings enabled. Let me see. Yeah, currently 0 flood warnings for
A new
Puerto
flash
Rico.
flood warning has been issued.
They did just update this tornado watch up here with a moderate tornado threat currently. And for southern Wisconsin, also a moderate tornado threat. Okay. Alright, tornado warning expires in 2 minutes. I do expect them to reissue a new one here. Just have to wait on that. Lake Mills should definitely be in the safe place right now, though. "40 seconds left on this warning. Alright, so apparently the tornado warning will expire here. We will have to wait and see if they do issue a new one. Several flood alerts in Puerto Rico. Yeah, I could definitely see that. They do actually have a brand new flash flood warning that they have issued. In Puerto Rico, we do now have a radar indicated flash flood warning for the Ponce area. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did have flood warnings in this area. There is quite a lot of rain falling in that area. To just update this, let's quickly take a look at the probabilities. Okay. So, 0 tornado warnings currently, but this storm is still rotating here. We'll have to wait for a new velocity scan here. It's going to be heading up into Watertown here. We're going to have to watch on this storm here and see if it tries to intensify as it heads into Delavan, as well as my hometown of Elkhorn. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that storm there. Look at this Boeing segment we have, by the way. We could actually have 70-mile-per-hour damaging winds here. Look at this. This could be heading towards Joliet here. As well as It's going to be heading towards Chicago Heights as well, and southern Chicago here. Do actually have severe warnings north of Quebec here for some storms here, and we've got a cell just barely north of Quebec, Canada here, as well as near Alma and Saguenay, which actually this actually looks like it could end up becoming tornadic. We'll have to keep an eye on these storms in Canada. Oh, well, flood warnings are basically self-explanatory. Flood warnings means flooding waters. Crazy, huh? Really, I don't expect to see really any flood warnings near Chicago. It's just really going to be one line of storms, so I think it's really once these are done, there's nothing else. So I don't think we'll really see any flooding in the Chicago area today. We do still have very strong winds though here. That's going to be heading towards Joliet here. I mean, I don't really think it's really saturated in this area. I mean, there hasn't really been that much. Actually, they're currently in a drought, so they really are not having saturated grounds. And I don't believe there's a flood watch. I mean, I could see, but pretty positive there isn't. Yeah, no flood watch for the Chicago region. And they are actually currently in a drought, so they kind of really need rain. Flash flood warning for all of Chicago? No, there is No flood warnings and no flood watches. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for the Harrisville area with a tornado possible label on it for 60-mile-per-hour winds. So something to keep in mind. Broad rotation here. It's going to be heading towards Harrisville here. It's also going to be heading towards Red Granite. Okay. All right, be alert. We do have 60 to 70 mile per hour winds that are going to be heading into Joliet here, as well as Oswego. Yeah, you will never end up seeing a severe storm watch for Puerto Rico. It's just not going to happen. Do have a new severe thunderstorm warning here. And we do actually have a pretty good area of rotation here. It's going to be heading northeast. So we're really going to have to pay attention on this. It's pretty broad right now, but we're just going to have to keep an eye on it as it heads towards Watoma and Red Granite. Do still have a hook echo on the storm, and apparently still a wall cloud, and possibly even a funnel currently. So, gonna have to keep an eye on this still as it heads into Watertown. Okay, we did just get a new tornado warning over here near Baraboo in Portage.
A new tornado warning has been
Broad
issued.
area rotation heading towards Portage here for the next few minutes. It's heading to the northeast, heading towards Portage in Decorah. We are starting to see a stronger rotation here near Harrisville, heading up towards Watoma, and Red Granite. So we got to keep an eye on this Wisconsin Dells area. We've got plenty of areas of rotation forming in this area. Beaver Dam actually has a hook echo here. So we're also going to have to keep an eye on Beaver Dam here for a potential tornado warning here. We have to keep an eye on Beaver Dam here, near Highway 151 and 26 here for a potential tornado warning here. This could try and drop a tornado here near Beaver Dam. It's right over Beaver Dam Lake right now.
A new flash flood warning has been issued.
Interesting. So we have a considerable flash flood warning in New Mexico. Wow, interesting. Interesting. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning for the Joliet area here, as well as Naperville for 60-mile-per-hour winds. Tinley Park, as well as Orland Park and Bolingbrook are also in this brand new severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds. You gotta keep an eye on Beaver Dam here. This is really hooking. It's gonna be heading towards Burnett, Oakfield, and Waupun. Again, this is gonna be heading towards Waupun here. Actually, more this way, north of Burnett. It's gonna be heading towards the Oakfield area. Currently north of Beaver Dam here. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up getting a tornado warning on this storm. This goes up towards Waupun. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning for the Chicago area here. For Aurora, Naperville, Wheaton, Batavia, and Wayne. It's gonna bring 60-mile-per-hour winds to that area.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And hello. Update to this tornado warning, still radar indicated. But apparently, we do have a funnel in Beaver Dam, in the Beaver Dam area. No tornado warning on this. It's going to be heading towards Waupun. There is a funnel on this. Alright, tornado currently on the ground heading towards Waupun. We have a unwarned tornado north of Beaver Dam here in Wisconsin. But we do have a tornado currently on the ground north of Beaver Dam. Going towards Waupun.
A new flash flood warning has been issued. Big tornado north of Beaver Dam right now. It has lifted though. It might drop again here, north of Beaver Dam. It's going to be heading towards Waupun and Fond du Lac. This thing's spinning like crazy. And it's finally warned. So brand new tornado warning on this. For the Waupun area. As well as Alto is in this and Fox Lake. Velocities are strong. It's about to drop another one.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
This is most likely trying to drop again. It's heading straight towards Waupun, Wisconsin. Could also get something at any point near Watertown here as well. Southern tornado warning, still broad rotation, but don't count anything out. We could still see a tornado there. Alright, new tornado warning. Up north here. West of Oshkosh here. Strong rotation near Watuma here. If you're in this tornado warning, get to a safe place. Slowly moving to the east-northeast.
A
Heading
new
towards
tornado
the
warning has
Mount
been
Morris
issued.
area. So it's completely rain wrapped too, so don't try and look for it.
This is probably trying to produce another tornado here as it heads towards Waupun as well as Fond du Lac here over the next couple of minutes. Okay, this is now a confirmed tornado warning. So this has now been upgraded to a confirmed tornado warning for Waupun as well as Alto in Wisconsin. So this may be dropping another tornado here. Once again, this was just upgraded to a confirmed tornado warning. So it may be trying to drop another tornado heading towards Waupun and Fond du Lac.
Oh, what the? Hello? Okay. We do actually have a severe thunderstorm warning currently for Colorado Springs for 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds near Cimarron Hills. So be ready there for some hail and some damaging winds. We did also get a severe thunderstorm warning here in Texas.
New information, this tornado warning has been upgraded.
This is in a pretty random area, I'll say. Looks like a lot of mountains in this area, so not too much to worry about, but quarter-sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds are in that warning there. Alright, new tornado warning.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning for the Harrisville and Montello area in this line of storms. This is east of the Wisconsin Dells. Got some broad rotation heading towards Montello here. It's going to be heading towards Harrisville as well here. So get into your safe place if you're in this warning, as a possible tornado threat is heading straight in your direction. Latest radar scans show still a large hook echo, but not as much of a actual rotation on the storm here.
A new flash flood warning has been issued. new flash flood warning has been issued.
So look at this. This is actually still rotating quite a lot near Lebanon. It's got quite the inflow as well. Kind of surprised this isn't tornado warned here. But, you know, this is a definitely rotating storm right now. Alright, well, I hate to do this. I have my permit test here in a little bit, so I'm gonna have to end the stream here. Thank you to whoever tuned in, and I will see you whenever the next stream is, and hopefully it's not gonna be as long ago as the last one was. There's a big gap there, and I know about that. A lot of school. I had driving school and a bunch of stuff, so.
Severe thunderstorm warning issued July 16th at
shut
3:22
up.
p.m. CDT until July 16th at 4 p.m. CDT by NWS Milwaukee/Sullivan WI.
Shut up.
SVRMKX. The
It's not
National
gonna
Weather
shut up.
Service in Milwaukee/Sullivan has issued a severe
Bro.
thunderstorm warning for southeastern
So
Columbia
annoying.
County in south-central
That is
Wisconsin,
so annoying.
northeastern Dane County in south-central Wisconsin, northwestern Jefferson County in southeastern Wisconsin, southwestern Dodge County in southeastern Wisconsin, until 4 p.m. CDT.
Alright, well,
Asterisk at
I'm
3:22
going to end it
p.m.
here.
CDT.
Thank you
Severe
for tuning in,
thunderstorms were
whoever did.
located along a line
And
extending
I
from
will
near
see
Rio to
you.
near Sun Prairie to McFarland, moving northeast at 25 miles
I'll
per
see
hour.
you in
Hazard, 60
next one.
mph wind gusts. Source,
Alright.
radar indicated. Impact, expect damage to roofs,
See ya.
siding, and trees. Asterisk locations impacted include Eastern Madison, Sun Prairie, McFarland, Monona, Columbus, Marshall, Waterloo, Cottage Grove, Deerfield, Randolph,
A new
Fall
tornado
River,
warning
Rio,
has been
Cambria,
issued.
Otsego, Doylestown, Deansville, East Bristol, and Danville. People attending the Sun Prairie pop-up beer garden should seek safe shelter immediately.
Okay, never mind. Um, funny. We do have a new tornado warning here for Horicon, and this is really wrapping up here, so maybe I'll stay live for a bit longer to see what this does, because this is really starting to wrap up here and heading towards Iron Ridge here. Not very often, I just go back like that, but kind of thought I should this time, so.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
And another one. Wow, good thing we kept going. We are up to 5 tornado warnings now. This is north of Fall River here. Seek shelter if you're in this warning. We do have some pretty good rotation here. Uh, oh, right over Rio here. This actually might be about to drop something here. North of Rio. It's going to be heading towards Cambria
A
and
new flash
Randolph.
flood warning has been issued.
Looks like we have a microburst here with possibly 70-mile-per-hour winds here near Lombard, west side of Edison here. So possibly 70-mile-per-hour winds there. All of Chicago is now included in a 60-mile-per-hour wind severe thunderstorm warning now. Alright, back to all of our tornado warnings here near Waupun. This is apparently spinning like crazy now, so we really got to pay attention to this. The observed warning does expire in 3 minutes, so I would really expect to get another warning on the storm here in a bit.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
New tornado warning. I don't know if that's new or not. No, that's just an update to our tornado warning here. We do still have an area of rotation here near Packwaukee. Do still have good rotation here near Rio, where we really gotta pay attention to this here. And we got a new tornado warning for Fond du Lac County here. So brand new tornado warning for Fond du Lac County here. This storm is rotating a ton right now. It's heading towards Oakfield and Fond du Lac. The tornado
A
warning
new
does
tornado
not
warning
include
has been
actually
issued.
Fond du Lac, but it includes Rosendale, Alto, Waupun, Oakfield, and El Dorado for our new radar indicated tornado warning. Currently have 6 tornado warnings. Actually, we only have 5, but it says 6. Also keeping an eye on this storm here near Iron Ridge. Doesn't seem to be rotating quite as much, but a possible little bit of a couplet here near Hustis Ford. check out Canada here real quick. Looks like just some normal storms. Check here too. Yep. All right. Doesn't look like there's really any tornado threat up there in Canada at the moment. And we are up to another tornado warning for Fall River in Columbus here, heading towards Beaver Dam.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Give me a quick second here. I'm gonna do something real quick. Okay. Okay, so apparently this is actually confirmed here. We do have a report of a tornado here, so this is a confirmed. The warning is not confirmed, but we do have a. Apparently, we do have. Someone has said. Apparently, there's a report of a tornado. Columbus currently looks like broad rotation at the moment, but we could end up seeing a tornado out of this as it heads towards Beaver Dam. This looks very broad right now near Montello. I don't really think we'll really see too much out of this, but if we do see a tornado out of this, it will be very rain wrapped. Alright, storms are now headed into Chicago. So Chicago, you are now getting some severe storms. Near Oak Grove Village, actually, we have some broad rotation. It's heading into Des Plaines and over into Glenview here before it heads into the lake. Alright, we now have a observed tornado warning.
New information, this tornado warning has been upgraded.
It's gonna be for this one. So new updated observed tornado warning for Iron Ridge. Get into your safe place if you are in this warning. Tornado could be on the ground as we speak right now. If this tornado is currently on the ground, it'd be in the lake right now. It's going to be heading into Iron Ridge here, as well as Nada. So it currently sounds like there is a tornado on the ground.
A new flash flood warning has been issued.
Did that just say North Carolina? Yeah. We have a severe thunderstorm warning in North Carolina. Interesting. Wow. Here is our tornado report on that storm by a storm chaser. 3:35 p.m. It's about 7 minutes ago now. They're just getting a new severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds going into Chatsworth and Gilman as well as Onarga in Illinois. Also, north of St. Louis now has a severe thunderstorm warning for Troy, Hardin, Jerseyville, and it will end up going towards Grafton. No longer a severe thunderstorm warning for the Joliet area here, but Chicago does still have a severe thunderstorm warning currently. Alright, 7.2 magnitude earthquake. We're looking for a possible tsunami warning currently. Currently a 7.2 magnitude earthquake. So a possible tsunami in Alaska. Here is that current earthquake monitoring system. "7.2 magnitude earthquake" is currently what has happened. Put that off to the side there. I don't know how much sound this makes. I know it does make sound, but I don't know. We'll have the sound on for now, but we might have to take it off. Um, Alright. We do officially have a tsunami warning. Okay. Okay, here is our tsunami warning. So here's that tsunami warning. All this red area is a tsunami warning in Alaska. So that is concerning for Alaska currently. Do this. Okay. All right. Okay. We'll use that for now. Alright, this thing has really turned left, so I don't think we'll really be seeing any more of a tornado threat from this in the future here. We could see it, but I think it's very unlikely currently. Alright, I think this time we will actually end the stream for good. Alright, thank you for tuning in, anyone who did. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.